Okay, so today is Tuesday, March 5th, and I'm going to do my 35-week update. Today I'm actually 35 weeks and 2 days pregnant, and I had a doctor's appointment today, and today has been super stressful, and it's been a day where everything happens so fast, and you're just like, wow, how did all that happen? Okay, so to start out, my appointment that I had made today, I made it with the physician's assistant, Angie, that I've been seeing since the beginning of my pregnancy. My last two appointments had been with an actual MD there at the practice. His name is McCaff. I don't know his first name, but I've been seeing him because I'm getting closer to D-Day, and I kind of wanted to familiarize myself with the six doctors that are there, that are staffed, and that actually do the delivery. So, what I did say in my last update and all about the doctor's appointment is he has not exactly followed orders that were given by Dr. Ross, who is a high-risk specialist at a perinatal center that I had to go see early on in the pregnancy because of the possible fact that my daughter may have spina bifida. So, I was not pleased with him for that, and it was kind of concerning me. Well, when I went in to see my doctor today, she's looking through my file and trying to find the results for the stress test and trying to find my last ultrasound, and she comes across the fact that I haven't had that stress test done, and my last ultrasound was 3 weeks ago, and she was not at all pleased with him and with the fact that he was not doing what Dr. Ross had prescribed to be done for me and all. So, it was started out as a regular appointment. They checked my urine. My urine was good. My blood pressure was a little bit high. Not bad, though. They took blood to do the 3rd trimester screening for HIV, and they also did a vaginal and a rectal swab for group B strep, like they do in the 3rd trimester. And then the next thing I know, I'm in the ultrasound room, and Angie has found a tech, and the tech is taking pictures like crazy and looking at stuff, and the next thing I know, Angie is being pulled back in the room and telling me that my fluid is low. Fluid, they rated on a scale of 7, excuse me, and I had a 4. Her fluid has been overly abundant, so that was for concern. And then there was the issue of her weight. All this time they've been saying, oh, she's going to be a big baby, she's going to be a big baby. And her last growth ultrasound at 32 weeks, she weighed in at 5 pounds and 1 ounce. Today she weighed in at 5 pounds and 7 ounces. So in 3 weeks, she's only gained 6 ounces. Fetuses are supposed to gain about half a pound a week. So she's not even gained a half a pound in 3 weeks. And they were concerned about that. So then the next thing I know, Angie is on the phone with one of the doctors there who was actually on call at labor and delivery at the hospital next door for that day, and asking him, what they should do about me and stuff. So I wound up going to the hospital, and I stayed at the hospital for probably about an hour and a half today, and I wound up being hooked up to one of the machines to do the NSTD, and I didn't have any contractions. Her heart rate did kind of bounce all over the place, but it wasn't low. It never got below 148. It was just kind of everywhere. And she did have like a lot of periods of rapid movement and stuff, and she did have a lot of hiccups too, and we got to hear that on the machine. But other than that, I'm not going into labor. They don't think I'm at risk for that, but what they are concerned about is the fact that her weight is down and her fluid levels are getting low, and they don't know if I'm just not producing enough of it, or if I have some kind of a leak, if there's a rupture or something like that. So Friday I go back to the hospital to be hooked up again and to be monitored for some contractions and to monitor her movement, my blood pressure, and her heart rate. And on Monday I go back to my doctor for another ultrasound, and they're going to kind of really try to look and see if they can figure out if there's anything wrong with her amniotic sac, or like check her weight again and be sure, which they checked it. Like, yeah, I didn't think anything of it when I was in the room and the tech was taking all the pictures and kept measuring stuff over and over. But, you know, I know that they did take several measurements and do it over and over, because I guess they couldn't believe what her weight was compared to what it had been and what they were expecting it to be either. So I don't know what to say, except, you know, they gave me the thumbs up to go home and told me, you know, just be on the lookout. And Angie did tell me that if her fluid continues to drop and her weight does not improve, that they will probably induce me and will take her. But the good news was that girls' lungs mature faster than boys, and I'm pretty much at a point where they could induce me and she would be born and probably not have any issues. She should be able to breathe on her own, you know, heart beating on her own, all that good stuff. Like, they think that if it were necessary to deliver me now, that they could do it and there would not be any problems, and that she wouldn't have to be in the NICU unit. So that's good, but everything's up in the air, and we're kind of out of a crossroads where things could go for the good or they could go for the bad. And it's really been today brought up to my attention again about the possibility of spina bifida or some other kind of a defect. You know, they have said, the good news is they think if she has a defect that it's a closed opening, and that means it should be a lot easier to correct, and it won't cause her as many problems throughout life and stuff, and that she should be, you know, fairly normal and healthy and stuff. So that's good. But, you know, what can I say except I'm extremely concerned. Today has been so stressful and upsetting, and I'm scared. I really am scared. I'm scared that she's not going to be okay, or that something is going to wind up going wrong. And I really don't know what to do. You know, I did ask if the fluid or her weight is, you know, if there was anything that I could do to try to improve those things. And I really, you know, didn't get told that there was anything that I can do to change those problems and to make them better. So that's just kind of up in there. I did get ultrasound pictures, and I'm going to show you this one because it's my favorite, and it's just a profile. But she is making a duck face. Do you see that? Look at her duck face. That is so cool. And it's got her little hand. She's got her hand up her mouth like that. But symptom-wise for this week, it's been really mild. It's the same issues. It's the swelling, backache, the issues with sleeping, not really any pain, not really any pressure, no Braxton Hicks, nothing like that going on. It's just, my main issue is my feet and my ankles. The swelling is so intense and it's so painful, and I cannot seem to get it to go down or to improve. So that's my only gripe. And other than that, I'm getting very excited because we are 5 weeks away now. Well, a little bit less than 5 weeks, but give or take, from D-Day. So I guess I will probably do another update on Friday, actually, to let you all know how the hospital went. And then I'll update again for the 36th week after my doctor's appointment on Monday. And I will try my best to keep you guys informed about what the plan is and what's happening with me and with Abrielle.